They came in the night, silent, destructive, unstoppable. By morning, the fields that once shimmered with green were nothing but chaos. Deep hoof marks cut through the earth, and crushed stalks lay scattered across the farmland like battlefield debris. These weren't the marks of deer or stray livestock. No, this was the work of wild boars. Massive, cunning, and fearless, these nocturnal invaders had torn through acres of crops, leaving local farmers heartbroken and furious. Every summer, families here worked tirelessly to grow their harvest, hoping to feed their loved ones and earn a living from the land. But this year that hope was under threat. The boars had struck again, trampling the crops, overturning soil, and undoing months of backbreaking effort in just a few hours. One farmer had seen them with his own eyes that night, shadows moving fast under the moonlight, snorting and charging through his property. Fueled by anger, he grabbed his shotgun and fired a few warning shots into the air. But instead of running, the sound sent the herd into a frenzy. Dozens of wild boars scattered across the field, crushing everything in their path before vanishing into the darkness. When he called us that night, his voice trembled with frustration and exhaustion. We didn't hesitate. We packed our gear, loaded the truck, and drove straight out to the property. The air was thick with tension when we arrived. You could still smell the overturned soil and see the damage everywhere. Broken fences, ripped up corn stalks, and trails of fresh hoof prints leading into the forest. Within minutes, we spotted movement up ahead. 5 wild boars charging through an open patch near the treeline. My adrenaline kicked in immediately. I raised my rifle, focused on the last one in the group, a younger boar, and took aim. My heart pounded as I squeezed the trigger. The shot rang out, echoing through the valley, but the boar bolted and disappeared into the brush. I missed. For a moment, frustration hit hard. But Henry, my hunting partner and longtime friend, placed a steady hand on my shoulder. "Stay calm," he said. "We'll get them. Just track smart." We moved quietly, following the herd's trail deeper into the woods. The terrain grew rockier, the forest denser, but we could hear them up ahead, grunting, moving through the undergrowth. Henry spotted them first, a cluster of boars pushing through thick brush near the base of a rocky hill. We crouched low, aimed, and waited for the perfect shot. Then, at the same second, we both pulled the trigger. The sound thundered through the air, and one of the boars dropped instantly. We'd hit our mark. The rush that came over me was electric, part triumph, part relief. The look on Henry's face said everything. Pure determination mixed with that unmistakable thrill of a successful hunt. But the day was far from over. As we climbed higher up the slope, movement caught my eye again. Another herd, larger this time, scattered across the ridge. Without hesitation, we steadied our rifles. I locked on to the biggest one in the group, counted down under my breath, and fired. At the exact same moment, Henry's rifle barked beside mine. 2 perfect shots in sync, 2 boars down. It was one of those moments every hunter lives for, precision, teamwork, and the wild surge of adrenaline that reminds you exactly why you do this. If you've ever hunted with someone who matches your energy and focus like that, you know the bond it creates. It's not just about the hunt, it's about trust, timing, and understanding each other without a single word. If you've got someone like that, drop their name in the comments and tell us your best story. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button like a hunter pulling the trigger. Every click keeps this channel alive, letting us share these intense, real-life moments from the field with you. Hunting wild boars isn't easy. Sometimes you go hours without seeing anything. Sometimes you encounter other predators, wolves, foxes, or coyotes, that share the same hunting grounds. The wilderness is unpredictable. With our dogs by our side, we pressed on, moving through cornfields that had been completely destroyed overnight. You could see the devastation everywhere, whole rows of crops flattened, patches of earth dug up like trenches. The farmers had had enough. They joined us, calling in more experienced hunters until we had a full team ready to track down the herds and protect what was left of their land. Soon, a call came over the radio. A herd had been spotted charging down a nearby trail toward another field. We didn't waste a second. The team loaded up, hearts pounding, weapons ready. As we approached the site, silence fell. Then, from the corner of my eye, I saw movement. A single wild boar separated from the herd, moving slowly through the tall corn. Henry took the lead this time. He raised his rifle, took a steady breath, and fired a clean shot. The boar dropped instantly. It was a young male, close to 200 pounds, solid and strong. We checked its tusks, estimated its age, and measured its body length. It was a perfect, humane shot, clean and precise, the kind of hunt every responsible hunter strives for. As the sun climbed higher and the morning haze began to fade, we stood there for a moment, taking it all in. Around us lay the quiet aftermath of both destruction and restoration, the chaos the boars had caused, and the order we were slowly bringing back. These animals are powerful, resilient, and incredibly adaptive. They can reproduce multiple times in a single year, and their population can spiral out of control fast. That's why hunts like this are not just tradition, they're necessity. Without population control, wild boars destroy ecosystems, drive away native wildlife, and devastate the livelihoods of countless farmers. For us, this isn't about sport or trophies. It's about balance, protecting farmland, preserving wildlife, and maintaining the harmony between humans and nature. Every hunt teaches you something new: patience, respect, and a deeper understanding of the wilderness. So, if you believe in what we do, let us know in the comments. Your support keeps this mission going and helps spread awareness about the growing wild boar problem across the country. As we packed up our gear and prepared to head home, I glanced back at the fields, now quiet again. The soil was scarred, yes, but it was safe. The farmers waved from their porches, grateful and relieved. The hunt had been long, exhausting, and intense, but it was worth it. Because sometimes standing your ground against nature's toughest challenges isn't just about the fight. It's about protecting the land, the people, and the life that depends on it. So, until the next hunt, stay alert, stay respectful of the wild, and always remember, out here, every sound, every track, every shadow tells a story. And if you listen closely enough, the wilderness will always answer back.